Well, it went pretty darn good last week. We managed to find a bunch of really big whitetails, so we're back out here on Layton again. And we're going to see if we can kind of do the same thing and maybe do a little better with actually setting up, because the one issue we had last time is that we already had, whatever the limit is, 16 tents I think, on the map. And therefore we couldn't actually do anything as far as like adding tents to the new zones we found. So I took some down in areas that I didn't think were as good. And we're at least going to return to the couple of spots where we definitely had a bunch of whitetails. So this huge spot of hunting pressure is one. And I think we had whitetail like over here. That's a jackrabbit zone. But I'm almost sure somewhere down here at Belze Lake. And then we're going to try to go to the areas we missed. So pretty much the entire southern like coast down there. And I want to go up north up here in Topeka. So should be interesting to see what we can run into. Herds of cow elk work well. Too. Didn't really know they fed down there. What's going on, Silver? Saw Jacob was in here with the gold gun as well. How's everybody's Monday going? Watching you from South Africa. Nice gamer, dude. I see a lot of people from South Africa in the chat. It's really cool to see. Kyle is in here. Finally, last stream I was super late. Glad I'm here right at the start. I'm glad you can make it to the start, man. Should be interesting. I think last time we did get a diamond whitetail, and that didn't make it into the best of April montage because I had that video already edited because I was leaving the next day. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Maybe that'll be in like a video later this week and then make it into the main montage. I don't know. But anyway, point is, a lot of what we were doing last time was kind of discovering whitetail zones and not shooting that many. I'm thinking this time we should do a little better with actually finding them. Doo-doo fan, am I saying that right? Thank you for the super chat and the little sticker. Appreciate you, man. JW, please. Can do that. I just read the name I saw. Jacob sounds odd coming from you. I know I said it like a couple of times until we made the connection, because I didn't even realize at first. Got all of the sub badges everywhere, though. We're back, Tux. Back for, what, like a week and a half with normal schedule? Not this Friday, but next Friday. There's not going to be a Twitch stream, so already messing stuff up again. Dude, thank you for the super chat and sticker once again, by the way. Almost a gold. What is it, 4.8 for them? So kind of close. I'm curious to see if bucks have respawned over here. The thing is, I showed that right at the beginning of the stream, this huge thing of hunting pressure up here where we shot all the whitetail at the end of the last stream. We shot so many, maybe things have respawned. I'm hoping so. What's going on, Ragnar? Got my first diamond a couple of days ago. Rocky Mountain elk. That's a cool first one. Like, mine was a musteer, so I knew based on the level that it was, like, a diamond potential. What are you guys doing? You freaky little things. Last time you were running around, I couldn't hit you. Now you're just floating. I don't appreciate it. Little weirdos. It would be nice to get some extra diamond or rare rabbits as we're doing this little whitetail grind, so... Well, somebody said you couldn't hit these. No, we can't hit them. Apparently it's possible. But anyway, yeah, there's multi-mounts that rare rabbits would do pretty good in, so... Definitely looking for that kind of thing. What's going on, Marcus? I'm at the gym doing some biking, so I won't be on the stream too long. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Should be able to tune in Wednesday. I'm not sure what we're going to do for Wednesday yet. Definitely Classic, of course, but as for what we'll do in Classic, I definitely don't have that planned out, but we'll see. Freaky little things. That was a little edit to what you usually say. I stole that from you. I don't see any whitetail. I could just be remembering wrong. I know I screenshotted a couple of spots. Let's see if I can see where those are. Where did... There were like two spots that I screenshotted. One is... Oh, South Lake. That was the other one. And then in Belmont. So maybe there weren't any here. So if we don't see any right around this corner, we will go to South Lake then. Because sometimes they're just a little bit out of render coming around this side. We'll give them every opportunity to spawn in. Screwed up a diamond fallow. How's your day going? Just kind of been chilling, getting back into the swing of things. But the good news is, it seems like with Te Aroa, diamond fallow aren't too incredibly rare. So hopefully you can find another one. Chez says hi bye. Off to the post office she goes. Always doing something. Drive safe. I don't know if you can hear me, but hopefully. Who we got there? The Stubbies, thank you for the super chat. Got a Diamond Cape Buffalo, then a Leucistic Gold Cape Buffalo. That's really cool. which is better and keep up the good work. I will definitely do my best. Honestly, depends for me if it's bighorns or small horns diamond. So if the diamond scored above 156, I believe it is, that's going to be the bighorns. That looked really odd sitting there, but just a normal black bear. But honestly, leucistic gold is really cool. I've had 3 leucistics and they've all been females. And then I've had 2 albinos and both have been gold males, so I like leucistic better. I definitely think that's probably the one that I would choose. I think that zone is somewhere right in that area, so we'll go give that a look, and I think that's going to be one we could place a tent by. We also had Isaac in there with the super chat. Love your videos. Keep up the great work. I will do my best. And non-typical nation as well. How many diamonds do you have? Let's go and see, because I don't know. There was, of course, the codex issue, so this number is not correct. It's 729, so we managed to get our codex up to exactly 300 above what it should be. Makes it a little easier to remember since it was messed up. Been grinding for a diamond Gensbuck for a year and I've not got one yet. Any tips? If you're looking for any diamond Gensbuck, I'd just be shooting the females. There's a lake, if we were on Verhunga, I can show you specifically where it is. It's in the Fever Tree Forest in the southwest. It's like a small lake right on an outpost. There are so many Gensbuck there. It's the spot to grind. That's probably where I would go. Nice, JB. Very nice. For a second, I thought you were talking about Classic, and that would have been amazing, and also the biggest sad, just shy of 200. Just came from the Discord link. I'm glad that's useful despite the struggles with blurry thumbnails and whatever's going on. You're the reason why I got into this game, and today I got my first diamond mule deer. Nice. Ever since they did the true racks for diamond mule deer, all of them look good, but hopefully I got one of the super cool racks for them. Also, I had my first 2 trolls the other day, Blacktail and Kudu. Both of those, they used to be, when you saw level 5 for both species, it was like, that's a diamond. But I think it was when they did the new scoring system, both of them got a lot more trolly for whatever reason. They're both quite common trolls these days. Have you shot an albino fallow? Yeah, we got one. There was the mission one, and we got one, I don't know when that was, a month or 2 ago? Or wait, it was the end of one of the montages, I think the February montage, so a little further back. Who do we got there? Matty Ice, thank you, grinding for a grade 2. Like, grade 1, I got it, man. I enjoy your humor. Kinda. Not getting super grindy with it just yet, just sort of running around finding what we can for whitetail zones. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but I feel like at some point the red fox grind has to come to an end. Sika deer seem to be a little bit broken, like I can't get respawns on my map, so at the moment grinding for an albino Sika has kind of come to a halt. Maybe we could go back and look for a melanistic or a piebald gold fallow deer, but you know, there's a bunch of, oh, I don't think that's where they drank before. There's a bunch of things we could go and grind for, but whitetail, great one, that's kind of the biggest thing I want to go and focus on after the red fox, so put in some time when we get the opportunity. See, if that's where the zone is, I feel like it's less needed to put a tent there, and also, unless we did way over there, maybe that's an option. There is a drink zone there, maybe that's where we need to be. I am way behind on Super Chats, by the way. Twinkies are lit, thank you, man, good to see you again. Woke up 10 minutes ago, but have a great rest of your day. We'll have a great rest of your day as well. Sounds like you have a lot of the rest of your day left. We got Spencer in here. I rarely get diamonds and went on Yukon for the first time in a while. Shot a 9 legendary wolf with skull shot it and got a bronze. I just did that not that long ago. One attack and it turned sideways right into my shot. But if you got a bronze, maybe a silver? You can only... Hello. Okay. You can only lose 1 medal, so if it went down to silver, it would have been a troll anyway. We got Matthew, hope you get the great one. Thank you, man. Giancarlo as well, just got my first diamond blacktail in multiplayer. There you go. Like I was just saying, they're quite common trolls, so good stuff. And Kalen is an albino bison rare. For both bison species, it is. I would say for Euro bison, it's a bit more rare. I want to go all the way around the end, because I'm, like, sure where we ran into them last time was further up here. So we might have 2 zones. That's what I want to confirm. Especially if there's 2 zones here, we want a tent. But I'm thinking we'll place one either way. That way we can come back and, you know, check it out quickly, see if there's respawns here. Do you have every diamond for every animal? At any point during the game, yes. I don't have a diamond red fox on the new scoring system. Other than that, we've got one of everything. Yeah, on the new system, which was February of 2020, that was implemented. Love the streets, man. Plus, I shot a cystic bison. Nice, dude. I like them. They have a cool color to them. Is that Daddy Shy? Is that all I'm saying that? Thank you for the super chat. I'm on the hunt for an albino wolf. Any tips? I've been kind of doing the same thing, and honestly, what I would probably do is hunt them during their, I think it was feed time. We did a hunt with Rocky where we were basically testing to see, like, how that, the brave trait works. And I'm pretty sure it was their feed, and they were just so much more aggressive. That's the ideal, in my mind, ideal way to hunt wolves, because you get the entire pack to charge you. We're just about better off fast traveling and placing the tent that way. I think that's what we'll do. But anyway, oh, stream is disconnected. Did we die already? Did we die? I think we died. Uh-oh. Made it 11 minutes. Oh, are we back? Holy. That was sad. Couldn't even make it 12 minutes. I wonder if it started a brand new stream then? Not quite sure what that did. Not quite sure. I love the piebald fox you shot in the video. That, I really wish I could have recorded that. It made me big sad that it was just a random 350 meter shot. I had no idea. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Cool to actually get something out of that. We are back. All the strugs. No idea. I don't know if that was internet, don't know if that was YouTube. There's obviously weird stuff going on because of the blurry thumbnail stuff with YouTube, so I never saw the internet die. Usually if it dies, it's out for longer, so not sure, but nothing special is going on. We're just out here running around. Do you recommend going after the Great One? Also, what map do you want next and what species? As far as going after the Great One, I've seen more and more posted lately, so they might finally have gotten to the bottom of all the issues that the Great Ones were presenting with, like, level 4 whitetail, level 5 whitetail, overweight, underweight, just all kinds of weird issues that the Great Ones had, so now might be a good time to do it. It was, when I did it, I'm still not entirely certain they were working. I think I got lucky with a particular rack that was spawning, but it was easily the most rewarding grind I've done, and Red Fox is probably going to be a close second. As much as I hate making it sound like eventually it's going to happen, it just is. Like, you shoot enough Red Fox, it's bound to. You know, no, that's not the one. Wasn't there like a max weight estimate? Maybe that was multiplayer. I felt like we had a max weight estimate coyote track over here at one point. But anyway, yeah, it's a good grind. Finally experienced the 400 meter animal glitch with a level 6 jackal. Yeah, it's a frustrating one, because that kind of limits what we can do. I had considered actually doing the reindeer grind again today, but a lot of the shots we were taking for the reindeer grind were quite long shots, and that's just asking for running into that bug, so we'll go back to that one hopefully when it's fixed. What key? Our tents. Okay, got this. I should do a collab with Fooster because you both play Call of the Wild and you two are my favorite YouTubers. We had talked about maybe doing something a long time ago. Maybe we can get together and do something. Canlog, am I saying that right? Thank you for the super chat. Gun scores and how many animals have you scared? Oh boy, probably like 3 million by now. Gun scores, is that in this? Yes. You can screenshot that or whatever you want to do. How many animals? Yeah, 3.3 million, but a lot of those are like rabbits spooked by four-wheelers. So I wish there was a like non-spooked by four-wheeler stat. That would be good to know. Kaylin, thank you again, by the way. Got an albino and mountain bison in the same week. It's a pretty good week. Pretty solid luck there. We ended up with a whitetail, a coyote, and a rabbit off of this lake. Didn't even delete a zone. Cool. Are leucistic pronghorn rare? They are, and they were kind of bugged. I believe technically they were spawning, but they weren't visible. Like, it would look like a common pronghorn. So it's only recently that they've actually been able to be found. So it's quite cool getting to see them. Where was the other spot that I said? I guess I can look. It was South Lake, and it was... Oh, that spot in Valmont, that's right. Yeah, and that's one that I think we need a tent at. So they drank, like, right here. Probably the fastest thing is to spawn here and go across. What's going on, Dylan? Spots to clear hunting pressure on this map? Probably the easiest, I would say, is running up through Caliburn and shooting ducks. This little lake and this little lake are quite good for ducks as well, so you can do it that way. The other thing we gotta do as we run away from here is pay attention going back. I wonder if the tent's too close and Whitetail do still drink here. If they drink here, straight across, I have to wonder if they can here as well. And I know we've had some like diamonds and stuff in the past. And we've had diamond blacktail here, diamond jackrabbits, and a diamond moose actually. It's been like a diamond spawning factory for different species, so since we happen to be running through here, good time to ensure that there's no whitetail. What add-on do you want the hunter to add? When you say add-on, I assume you mean like an equipment DLC or something like that? I don't have anything in particular as far as like equipment goes right now that I really want to see. I thought when they did Silver Edge Peaks and then Te Awaroa, some kind of long-range equipment pack would have been cool. So the way I thought they should do it is some kind of rifle caliber. I didn't have a preference necessarily, but something known for long-range capabilities. Then a scope that has better magnification than the Argus, and a spotting scope that has better magnification than your normal binoculars. I think that would have been cool. How do you get hunting pressure down? You just have to create hunting pressure in other areas. So I'm pretty sure I spotted this blacktail earlier. I think it's a 4, but anyway, like all the hunting pressure that we caused up here in High Lake last week, it'll start to disappear throughout the stream as we shoot stuff elsewhere, and it's going to be one of the last areas we go, because I don't want to go up there and shoot other stuff and make more pressure. So yeah, just hunt elsewhere. Shooting things like ducks or rabbits, stuff you can get in clusters, is going to get pressure down quicker. Got a 23 plus black bear on Hunter Classic, nice. That was one that we worked for quite some time to get recently. There's something cool about them. I feel like they're just in a different class of rarity than a 28 plus brown bear. They're quite neat. Gun map, new dogs or new animal? Okay, so animals are never DLCs, so I didn't kind of consider animals in that. I really want doll sheep on Yukon Valley. Oh, those are whitetail. Interesting. I almost wonder, what if we place a tent like in the middle? Right now, it's not going to work super well due to the like animals out of render glitch. But if we had a tent in the middle, we could kind of run a little bit either direction and potentially get both herds. So I won't place a tent just yet. But what I will do is we'll try to get these down, and then I'll place a waypoint where they are, just to see like how far we can see back. That guy was trying to get out of there super quick, but that's going to bring all 3 of them down pretty good. Just got a red, brown, kudu, and albino springbuck. Not too bad. Was the springbuck male or female? Albino, male springbuck are pretty rare. Nice, Sannies. White blessed buck. I know what blessed buck look like. I don't know if I've seen... Is a white blessed buck like a subspecies, or is that like a... Okay, so fallow deer have, in real life, there's a lot of like white ones or like darker colored ones. They have just like common other fur types. What are you? Blacktail. Honestly, Tux? Yeah, I was just gonna say, Kyla did, and she seemed to quite enjoy it, and I actually, you know, it's a weird thing for me trying to reset, because this account has become, you know, so much more than it initially, I guess, in my mind was gonna be. It's just like, so much stuff is on video and out there that I can't reset, but I'd actually like to. I mean, I could, I guess. What now? That's a gold. Okay. Didn't think it was. Anyway, yeah, I think it's fun. I mean, I've done it for the beginner series and stuff, just never like a permanent reset. It's enjoyable. Good whitetail zones. Honestly, they've been moved around a good bit to the point that I don't know a lot of them. I will say though, last week we went up here and shot a diamond and a big level 2 out of the same herd. Their zone is actually more like over here. We chased them pretty far. Down here in the Layton Lakes area, we have a bunch of whitetail, and it seems like in Belmont, there's quite a good number. What is your favorite map, and what is your loadout? Favorite map is definitely Layton. I like hunting antlered animals, and Layton's got the most. I think Silver Ridge Peaks would be second, but Layton's got whitetail, blacktail, moose, and elk, and I just enjoy hunting those. The way this is kind of laid out, maybe if we did a tent kind of in there, there's some moose chilling. I have to see what the best way to go about that is. Another fur variant. Gotcha, that's cool, man. That's very cool. What was your first diamond, first rare, and first super rare? I'm actually quite pleased that I know the answer to all three of those. First diamond was a musk deer. That was after probably like 100 hours of play, something like that. I started to understand what diamonds were. I don't know, and I messed up maybe 2 or 3 before I got the musk deer, because once I understood it, I was like, okay, so you're supposed to go for safe shots. I shot a moose in the lungs, and back then vital hit bonus wasn't enough, and that one scored like 946. I lost a little quick kill, lost the diamond on that. And then I heart shot a moose, didn't understand consec, which those of you that haven't been around for several years might not know about consecutive harvest or how annoying that was, but basically if you shot an animal and didn't claim it, you would lose your consecutive harvest bonus, and that could cost you a diamond. And then finally we got the diamond musk deer, but then first rare was a piebald Roosevelt cow. That was actually before the diamond. First super rare was a melanistic diamond kudu. Oh, really, Dylan? I wouldn't do it if I were you, since you're a content creator. Yeah, like, as fun as it would be to completely restart, there's like, it's almost as if there's like sentimental value attached to it. It's interesting. It's a game and I feel that way, but I don't want to permanently do it, ever. That's why I back it up all the time, just in case something would happen. This is the longest way around I could have possibly chosen. Coyote track. Interesting. I do not miss the struggles from consec. Fortunately, we never lost anything super special from it, but I know we lost like a diamond Cape Buffalo on Verhunga one time. I know like what would have been my first diamond moose got lost to that. It's yeah, something that I don't miss. What's your best diamond? That's so hard to answer. Like back in the day with the old scoring system, it was really easy. Like you just looked at your highest scoring one, but on the new system, it kind of comes down to like certain animals still have a max score, animals that don't have true racks. So for instance, we shot a couple of max score Gemsbuck, we have a max score Plains Bison, Grey Wolf, couple of ducks, maybe like a rabbit. I don't know if we have one on the new system necessarily, but I don't know. I'd say my best is the piebald diamond whitetail. It was a super rare shot live on Twitch. I can't really think of a cooler way to get a super rare than during a stream. Everything is nervous resting. It's almost like we're disturbing stuff around here. We are very close, Johan. I think we're maybe within like 100. Within 170. What's up, Kevin? Her name is like Scarlet. Nice. It's a nice name. I've seen every single one of your videos. Also, did I miss anything? Well, first off, thank you, man. It's a lot of videos to go through. You haven't missed too much. We found 1 or 2 new whitetail drink stones already. We're kind of just placing tents at the couple areas that we found last time. And then, in the meantime, we found some other stuff. Consec changes was usually one of the best things to come to the game. Yeah, I mean, we had gotten so used to it, and it's kind of, it wasn't that it was bugged, but it's kind of like how we deal with some of the bugs, like the render glitch. You just kind of find a way to deal with whatever it is, and you accept it as being kind of just the reality. But yeah, that was really annoying. Like, you'd get down, say, for Red Fox, just because that's something we've been grinding for, or the Great One's a better example. Say you shoot 1600 whitetail, you've been at this for hundreds of hours, or more than 1600, whatever it is, and you finally get your Great One, and then you gotta go and kill a doe, or maybe multiple does to get your consec up. It just kinda kills that moment. Thinking of getting a PC to play Call of the Wild, but I play on console now. Also, I'm thinking of getting the Schuster Army sweatshirt. The Schuster Army sweatshirt, I'm trying to think which one that is. I know the normal shirt. Is there a sweatshirt one? I know there's like the logo ones. But also, Call of the Wild on PC is a lot of fun. It's a different thing than console. Just the ability to, in my opinion, be a lot more precise with shots, and specifically with like follow-up shots. That's a big deal when it comes to grinding, and just in general, sometimes shots go wrong, and if you have a repeating rifle, you can kind of make up for that a little easier on PC, in my opinion. Imagine having to get consec with the render bug. So that's what I thought of. I don't know why consec was on my mind the other day, but I was just thinking of that. If that was still a thing, now, maybe we could say, well, last time there was consec, animals always came back to their zone nervous. But then again, the render bug wasn't a thing, so if it was exactly as the game is now, but there was consec, I don't know what we'd do. That could cause some serious problems. Sitting, waiting forever, I guess, for something to walk in. Oh, poor Amy. She just wants love, Kyla. Are you gonna do a maybe video for Turkey and IRL soon? I was out this morning, actually, quite briefly. The rain was not kind to me, but I saw a deer. What's up, Wolverine? Good to see you, man. What do you think of a Fishing Planet playthrough for something that I would do? I have Fishing Planet, it's a cool game, but it's not something that I can see myself doing content on. Like, I don't know. It's just not the type of thing that I think I could do long term. Even short term, really. I don't know. What do you think a Great One Rocky Mountain elk would look like? They'd probably use the base frame we have for the diamonds now, make it a little bit bigger, and then add some drop tines and like make it non-typical. I think it could be pretty neat. That dude is alarmed. How about you don't spook? Ooh. He turned the other way. How rude. Alright, that'll get him down in render. Okay. So we gotta figure out a tent placement for this particular spot. Somewhere right in the middle, if there's easy like access across the way, that would be good. Now, it's not perfect for as the game is now with the render issue, but anytime with a grind like this, for a species that has zones pretty much all over the map, places where you can place a tent in between zones and cover extra ground and basically save a tent for elsewhere, that's kind of a big deal. So another gold, interesting. I'd like to do that if we can. I see that picture, Kyla. She's just chilling. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Did we somehow get a lung shot on that follow-up? I think we did. Yeah. Nice. Not too bad. That would have been insane, Zannies. I'm sure that was all adrenaline. What's the best way to make money right now? So, geese, as far as I understand it, are a little bit broken. I haven't really gotten to go and hunt them much to know for sure. But from what I understand, there just aren't as many geese around. So I'd probably go to Tearoa and hunt fallow deer. They're so accessible, you can hunt them with the 243 pretty effectively. And they give pretty good cash. I think it's, for the bucks, like 1,000 average, maybe higher. And the thing is with them, most of the places on Te Awaroa, you can find bucks everywhere you go. It's not like you're running into does all the time, so that's probably what I would do. How are we gonna do this? So if I place a waypoint back where they were, if I could get it to work, excuse me, why? Work, okay. It's quite odd the way that happens sometimes. I think probably the best thing is to have the tent right at the crossing point, because then we can go to either side and get them in. Actually, that would sort of allow us to work with the render glitch, so we'll place one right about here. I think we used to have one here. Yeah, we totally did. It was like here, but still. Interesting. Alright, 1422. Let's go and shoot the does at this zone again. That was one thing that we were working on last time. We've got like, I think it was 9 whitetail doe up here, and no bucks. So the hope is if we keep killing the does, maybe some bucks will spawn in here. What's up, Carmi guy? Did you take good care of Mom on your visit? Of course. Not sure about Mom, but, you know, I know what you're referring to, and yes. Nice, Ryan. That's a pretty, it depends on where you're from, I guess. That's a pretty light turkey, but 9-inch beard is quite solid. I guess let's just say a light turkey for one with a 9-inch beard. That's what I'm trying to get at. Your best moose? It was one we killed on stream the end of January. It was like a 300.6, I think the score was. Best way to get a diamond feral pig. Honestly, I've struggled with them pretty badly, but if you hunt them, I would really recommend having the high-tech DLC, because you can get the night vision binoculars. If you hunt them from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. in their drink time, you can do pretty well to get a good number of them in that time period. They're pretty much on like mostly the east side of the map and a little bit on the west. Kind of like anything else, if you're going to grind them, go and find all the drink zones, set up for that, and just keep on shooting males. As soon as I stop the grind, level 5 spawn, basically. I believe we got one in multiplayer, so I stopped. But I went back to the grind, and as soon as I did, we got another diamond, so that worked kind of well, but yeah. Just have to shoot all your males and hope for that level 5 respawn. That might be an issue. Excuse me. And there must have been a tree there. She stopped, and I think we were lined up and everything, but she might get out of render on us. You know what? Let's maybe help that. We'll fast travel and get closer to her. Maybe she'll die in render of us. Giancarlo, thanks for the super chat. Any info on respawning? Because all my whitetail aren't respawning. I've honestly heard nothing, and then again, I've been away for a week, so maybe something's kind of been found or whatever in the community, but I'm not aware of any changes or anything like that. Dropped one. The other one can't be far. Okay. If that would have been a whitetail mating calling, I'd have been a little concerned. Where is it? We do have a bloodhound for such things. Last one was 22 pounds. That's a little more like what I'd kind of expect for a more mature bird. What's up, Easy? Have we gotten any diamonds today? None yet. We're pretty much just wrapping up our first run through. Oh my goodness. Super speed Rocky's just pushing us along. That works pretty good. Moment of truth, pretty much to find out if she went down in render or not. She very well may have stopped. That's what it comes down to. If she stopped and tried to get back, she's going to be in render. If she just continued running, I don't see it. Is it possible for a great one to be a rare as well? It is. Oh, nice, Gavin. I try to do that with Hirschfeld and with the Red Fox. Like, as much as I want to get it on Yukon, because we put so many hours into grinding them and we've shot so many, I gotta go to Hirschfeld every now and then just to check. Small space in this toy hall, but it's toy hauler, so not gonna have that much room. That would make sense. I think we're Looking like she's gonna be out of render. Yeah, there's probably no way. We'll check anyway. I can do that, Zannies. She did like right here somewhere. Nope, she turned. That might help us. Tent is still just within render. If we could have hit her a second time, we'd have been good. But she did that stop thing and not liking what I'm seeing. Somehow she just didn't go straight away though. I just don't see a body anywhere where I think we should. What rifle do you recommend for Springbuck and Lesser Kudu? If you want to hunt both, 243 or Mosin are your options there. Or I guess the 30-30, but probably wouldn't go with that. Are you grinding for another great one? I mean, I would say we're casually grinding for another great one right now. We're lucky we even found that doe, by the way. But, yeah, I mean, we are, but I'm not taking the grinding super seriously. We're kind of just finding zones, seeing what we can do. Did you redo the Flubus poo? That's the best one you've ever said. I'll give you that. Or typed. Are level 3 turkey automatically diamond as long as you shoot them with the right ammo? Yeah. They cannot troll. How many hours do you have? 4,205. They should add corn feeders. So in Classic, ooh, another big male in that spot. 285 to 100s. I like that. In Classic, they have feeders for. Why are you leaving? Don't do that. Lame. Anyway, losing my train of thought. They have feeders for black bear, feral goat, and feral hog. They've always said, like, eventually everything in Classic is going to make its way to Call of the Wild, so I know you're probably talking about something more for deer, but you might see it. He's 230 minimum. I don't think he's going to top like 235. I think I see that other buck, too. Yeah, that's him. Alright, we're going to try to be kind of cheeky here. See if we can blind shot. Get that one. I have no idea if we got to. Oh my goodness. Hi. There's a few more whitetail around here than I was aware of, but that's fine. So that's got it. There's no way these were here last time, because this is where we messed up the level 3 that ultimately was the troll. It's got to be like a fresh spawn kind of thing. We're in the tripod, so we'll get any bucks, any and all bucks that we can here. See if we can get him. Ooh, I think that follow-up, we must have hit a different one. The only thing we don't want is the render bug, so I think we'll call that good. Everyone would like to see a new whitetail map. Yeah, it's... Maybe that was something we talked about in the last stream. I feel like I just said this to someone. Maybe it was on the stream. They gotta be one of the most hunted species, especially since Great Ones came out. In Classic, there's 5 maps, I think, with whitetail. It's kind of surprising they don't have another one. All the whitetail, like, where did they come from? I had no idea they were there. How do you still have motivation for the game? I just lose motivation for this game after a week. Just wondering, great content. Well, thank you. The big thing for me is the trophy lodges. In any game that I play, I'm pretty, like, kind of goal-driven, I guess, would be the way to say it. So, when there's something that I'm trying to complete, until I complete that, I tend to have the motivation to come back. And I've kind of got goals with the trophy lodge that I've not yet accomplished, so I continue to come back. There are dead deer laying everywhere. 220 for that guy. This is, I think, the biggest one, 232. That was the one that was 230 to 271. This is a 213. Still got 3. I think there's a doe in here. I'm pretty sure we clipped a doe. One of these is one that we hit poorly that came back. That guy. No, that's spinal cord. That one dropped. This guy? No. Are there any left? Maybe we claimed that one already. There was one that didn't go down immediately. I think he's on it. Yeah. This is the one that I'm worried about maybe not being dead in render, but the doe was, so maybe. Your favorite Virhunga trophy. The Melanistic Diamond Kudu was on the old system, so I kind of almost disregard those at this point. I think that's our only Virhunga super rare, which kind of surprises me because the amount of time we spend on Virhunga. The Albino level 7 Cape Buffalo is pretty cool. I see them. I'm trying to think through that. That's a doe, we'll let that one go. We're plenty far enough away that hunting pressure is not going to do anything, so that's just a bonus. Oh my god, he went down in render. We are having some very good luck here. Good effort. I don't know if that was directed at me or not, but I love it. A couple of does. Is that a buck? It is. I see you. All the deer in one spot. That should have him smoked. I guess it was vertebrae. There's one buck left. We almost wiped out the entire herd. One got away. What makes Layton Lakes your favorite map? It's just the amount of antlered species. I really just... something about the variety with antlers, and maybe it's because it's kind of the stuff that I'm used to in real life. I really just enjoy them. Imagine getting a Melanistic Great One and messing it up before trophy lodges. That would be big pain. What is up with their eyes? When they're alert, there's something new here. I've noticed it on a couple of these small golds. Their eyes are like half shut. It's quite odd. I don't like it. Gulf Coast Outdoors, thank you for the super chat. Let's get rocky on this trail because I don't know where we're going. Huge fan, you're my favorite YouTuber. Also, I shot a max score, max weight whitetail a couple of days ago. Keep up the good work. Love the vids. Thank you, man. And congrats on the whitetail. I haven't seen a lot of like really high scoring whitetail since the update that changed their scoring. So that's quite cool. Just go to diamond turkey with a bow. That's the one way to turkey hunt, I think, and make it somewhat authentic. I don't even think shotguns does it, but I really do feel like hunting them with the bow is the closest thing you can do to real life. Oh, I forgot about the mule deer tucks. But don't you keep your trophy lodge? Kylo would know, unless you're doing it differently than I think you are. I almost want to track down that one remaining whitetail buck, because I think we could get the respawns. Oh, hello. It's probably not very far away. I'm certain that I saw one other one with antlers. Are they all stuck in here? I see them. 2 shots will get him down quick enough. And was that definitely the only buck then? Because there were a lot of deer there. Since the dog's fixed, I've noticed spawns are more scarce than normal. It seems like respawns are working with like the red fox and whitetail grinding I've done. Yeah, I think they're all does left, so we'll see if that gets buck respawns or not. I'm a little worried because there are so many does, we have to take all them out first. But that went well. But anyway, yeah, like, I don't think it's a respawning issue. Maybe there is something going on, though. Strugs, the school life, gotta go. Hope you search place, have a lovely day. To Flinter and Kyle. Well, thank you, man. I'll definitely make sure to look into that. Let's go ahead and we'll go and change the time. We still gotta do, like, the entire south down here. We spent a little more time in the areas I already knew about than I intended, but that's fine. Restarted and installed my lodges. Yeah, that's kind of how I thought that worked. I wish I could down this many animals in this short amount of time. We got quite lucky with the way all that worked out, I will say. But the M1 and PC make that easier. I don't know if you're on console, but if you are, that might be part of it. 12-12, because that's how you get big males to spawn. Off to Quattro. We're only doing this to explain why. It seems like if you exit the game or switch maps, and then reopen the game or switch back, that triggers respawns to happen. So rather than closing the game, we can just kind of do our thing, go back to Layton, and there should be whitetail respawns. Had a herd of red deer with 2 level 8s and 1 level 7. They respawned to 6s. Yeah, I'm really not sure about, like, individual herd respawns. I kind of think that they don't spawn back in the same herd. I think that you'll get ones that maybe you shoot red deer. I don't know what map you're on, but let's say it's Quattro. Maybe red deer you shoot at the top right, respawn in the bottom right or something, or just randomly anywhere. I don't think it's necessarily the same herd that gets the same, you know, the respawns from the deer that you shot out of that herd. Okay. The goal for this is to run all the way along the southern part and place tents at any whitetail zones we find. We'll see how that goes. 303 or M1? I'd go M1. Nice, Noah. When does the Sunday stream start? It's usually at noon, Peter. Can you do a diamond feral pig hunt next vid? Well, technically the next vid is going to be classic. Tuesdays are generally classic unless there's something going on in Call of the Wild to where we kind of swish stuff around. Then as far as after that, I have no idea what we're going to do. No idea. These are all the whitetail doe tracks, so they must rest or something down here, but basically it works out quite well that we reset kind of early to 12-12 because it's a bit of a run down here. That's going to let everything get into their zones, or it should. Brown Cape Buffalo are just uncommon, but a diamond brown Cape Buffalo is still quite cool. I like them. Crying that you're deleting your lodge? You should keep it though. I'm pretty sure. Even when you restart, I think you keep it. Is it bad to remove need zones? Not necessarily. It's bad to remove need zones that are in really good spots, if that makes sense. So what I mean by that is, let's take the whitetail that we just shot over here. They're in a really good spot. They're nice and open. We can see them really easily. Sometimes whitetail at this lake drink like over here. It's like a 300 meter shot from the outpost. It's a little more difficult to deal with them. If we deleted this zone, there's not a lot of places the whitetail that drink at this lake can go, other than up around to that end of the lake, and it's just better that we leave them where they are. That's usually what happens when you delete a need zone. They move not too far, but if they're in a really good spot, you really don't want to delete it and have them going somewhere else. Stream delay bad? Yeah, we had it go down for, I don't know, 5-10 seconds, and that extends the delay even longer than it was. How do you put that marker on next to your phone? Like this marker? If you're on PC, just right click and then hit place waypoint. I think console would be A, or like double tap A, I guess, on Xbox, or double tap X on PS4. Can next Call of the Wild video be Silver Ridge Peaks? I definitely do want to go back to Silver Ridge Peaks again, so whether or not it's the next one, I'm not sure, but we'll be going back there. Never seen whitetail at that lake? This one down here in the southwest? We must have just killed, I don't know, 10 bucks there? Nearly? There's the 232, and I think, yeah, we shot those right before that, so... Did I count that right? Is that exactly 10? 3, 6, I think so. It did quite well. Hunter, I was in Georgia on Saturday, so I missed the opener. I went out this morning and just got absolutely soaked. It rained so much. I saw a deer. My dad said, actually, because he stayed home, he didn't tell me if they were gobblers, maybe he didn't know. He saw 4 turkeys, I guess, that were kind of headed my direction, but they sure didn't get there. What is that? Blacktail. Kind of decent blacktail. More blacktail. Ow. What are you doing? Why do you hate me? I don't need it. Where's my... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody didn't bring medkits. Okay. We're getting out of here. Barely gonna survive. Do you ever play multiplayer with fans? I don't do like a lot of organized multiplayer, Sometimes, it's usually on Twitch. Sometimes we'll like join random multiplayer, or on occasion I'll host. But I play multiplayer all the time, so if you're just hanging out on PC multiplayer, there's a good chance I'll run into you. Ah yes, rain while sitting in the stand. Nice, it's the best. I like the blurry thumbnail. I don't know what YouTube's doing. I can't figure out if it's the way Streamlabs interacts with YouTube streams now, or if it is a YouTube issue. Apparently you can fix it, but what I tried to do didn't work, so I don't know. Later, Jamie. Appreciate you hanging out. Where do you find harlequin ducks on Yukon? Pretty much anywhere there's water. The Wolfhead Lake and the lakes in the Crimson Plain are fantastic. Don't get run over? I got run over many times, but we're resilient, don't worry. I really want a new PC. I want to play with you. Maybe one day if they were ever to add cross-platform, if you don't have a PC. Do you ever get tired of answering over-asked questions? So, the thing about that is, from the perspective of maybe myself or those of you that are in like every stream, beginning to end, stuff like that, the questions might seem over-asked. But from the perspective of whoever's asking them, unless they're spamming it, that's a different story. But from the perspective of somebody asking like, what's the release date of a certain thing, or what's the best gun, you know, they weren't here for the previous X amount of times that I answered that question, so I don't get tired of it because I know that they're actually just asking because they want to know. Just got a max score mallard. Nice, dude. That's the one duck species I still want a max score one of. Slightly jealous. Red deer, my main species of deer that I hunt. They're a really cool one. I think they're a lot of people's main species in this game, to be honest. First time catching a stream, welcome, man. Glad you can make it. Hope you enjoy yourself here. Is that the song, Poison? Is that what that was? Is that the tune? Anyone else annoyed that there aren't any mule deer multi-mounts? I really wish they would take, like, the Huddle Whitetail, and I never think of it, not head-to-head, side-by-side. The two whitetail bucks fighting multi-mount, and just do it with mule deer, do it with blacktail, do it with fallow deer, just give us all the multi-mounts. What's up, Scarecrow? Hunt's not going too bad. We've wiped out quite a number of whitetail, found a couple of new zones, and fortunately so far we've not messed up any level 3 whitetail like we did last week. The game crashes when I try to get my dog to track an ibex. Really? I can't say I've tried that, so I haven't experienced it, but has anyone else had such issues? Best map for red deer? That really depends on who you ask, and for me, there's two aspects of it. I think Quattro's the easiest map to hunt and just kill a bunch of red deer stags and get respawns. But I like Parquet best. The reason I like Parquet best is I like getting to hunt like axis deer and black buck and pumas in the process, and kind of mule deer as well. Nice, Team Slay. Zeroing how to show on game. Okay, I'm not 100% sure what you're asking. Oh, I might have been going the wrong way this entire time. It's fine. And Rocky's just chilling 500 meters away like, nah, I'm not joining you. Staying over there. Anyway, at least we know no whitetail drink down in that corner. I think what you're asking is about activating. So when you have done, like when you've spent the perk points to unlock Zero Wing, if you're on PC, you have to right click and then hit activate. Like I'm doing that, but I've already activated it so you can't see it. On console, you just hit A or X on it to get that activate menu to come up. Is there a 204 Ruger in the game? There is not. Maybe one day. Great One Part 2, how many Great One racks are there? It seems like a lot. I don't know what the number is anymore, but we've seen a good number of them posted, and I really like some of the ones that are, they're like mainframe 8s or mainframe 10s that just have insane mass and then some drop times and stuff. I'd love to get one of those. But Teawa Rawa is amazing. I just don't like hunting them at night, even though you've killed all kinds of cool stuff doing it that way. Have you hunted boar in real life? You probably mean wild boar and not feral pigs, right? I know some people would probably call them the same thing. Because I have technically hunted feral pigs. I've told the story before. We were hunting them, but we weren't hunting them. It was never going to happen. How to deactivate a perk and not have one selected? I don't think that's possible. You'd have to... Well, yeah, I guess it is. So let's say your active perk is zeroing. You need to reset your perks here. You'll get all your perk points back, and that'll deactivate it. Happy birthday. Only, you know, 4 months early. Where do you go for turkey? Like, in real life or in game? Finally, after 8 trolls, that's ridiculous, I got a diamond Mouflon 184. Nice, dude. I really like the Mouflon. I wish I liked Quattro more. I like it for red deer. I kind of like the wolves. But I just don't care for the ibex, and that's like mostly what's there. Where do you hunt red deer on Te Aroa? I am not the one to ask. I know Scarecrow has quite a lot of content on that. There's a good question. Favorite place to hunt on Layton Lakes? It's gotta be Renaki. I mean, the fact that I got my great one there helps, but if I join multiplayer, and it's almost any time of day, I can spawn here. If it's early morning, I can go up through here and see coyotes and black bear feeding. I'll run into, eventually, blacktail. The further north I get, there's more elk. And then later in the day, there's whitetail and moose everywhere, so I think that's gotta be it. I hate Quattro, it's so boring to me. It's not... I guess the ibex bore me, but I don't know what it is about that map. I can't figure out why I don't like it, because a lot of people love it, but I feel ya. I just bought the game with all the DLC. What weapon do you recommend getting good with first? Probably the M1. I'd probably get used to the fact that it's a semi-automatic rifle and like how fast that fire rate is, because it can really be useful for grinding. Like if you want to get diamonds in certain species or earn a lot of cash, especially if you're just starting out, it's a really good way to do that. I found a level 5 ibex, but I scared it, so I'm waiting for it to come back to its zone. Hopefully it'll cooperate and do that. Which subspecies? I have the best luck for red deer. I swear I got 2 diamonds, a millet, and a piebald female in the same herd? Are you telling me all 4 of these animals were in the same herd? Because that's insane. There's your places to hunt red deer on Te Aroa via Scarecrow. And Dylan, thank you so much for the super chat. What would your dream real-life animal be? I read into questions too much because I feel like that's a different question than like what my dream hunt is. Dream real-life animal. Just like a decent-sized, non-typical whitetail from at home here. Because I know I can hunt them probably somewhere in the Midwest, and just there's more big whitetail in general, so like a decent-sized, non-typical is more likely. If you guys have watched my real-life hunting videos, you may remember a deer from this previous year. He's basically I think a 3x1. And I really want to see if he'll kind of end up being all gnarly, because he's decent size. I think he's 2.5 years old, but he's just got this one long spike on one side, and I wonder what that might do to him. Do you think it was easier to get to level 60 on the old scoring system with spawn shots or easier today? See, it's not so much the system as it is the maps. If the maps were the same, like if... Okay, let's eliminate DLC maps. Probably easier back then. But I'd say, including the fact that you can go to like Teaoro and hunt fallow deer and stuff, all that taken into account is probably easier today. This is where DD had that troll coyote, isn't it? I saw that recently. He shot it with a bow and it was big sad. Seeing coyote tracks makes me want to check that out. Dylan, thank you again, by the way. Finally got a diamond. It was a plains bison and a red deer. Then got trolled on level 9 water buffalo. Sounds like you're finding all the max level animals now. Good stuff, man. And I do remember you. It was today I learned that moose and elk are deer. I mean, it's not the most obvious thing if you don't, know about them. Is everything fine, Kyla? I thought the tornado warning was meant to end, like, now. The best spot for whitetail? Seems Runaki as a whole, like the region, might be the best. We just killed so many whitetail bucks down here. This is technically northern Runaki, but we have a bunch here. I wouldn't be shocked if we have whitetail drinking. There's a hidden lake here as well. But then up through here has always been good too. Did they remove the start vegetation? They did not. I actually have it off right now due to the... it's kind of twofold. The tent glitch. So I want to carry tents around, and in order to have that not mess with my inventory too much, I respec into Pack Mule, and you don't need the start veg right now. They've sort of, I guess accidentally, made it to where any track you pick up, if you open the map, it gives you all the info about that track anyway. You have the fur type and stuff there without actually having to ever pick up as a start veg, so you don't need it. Fair enough, Kyla. I assume, John, that's a Bathides, and you probably meant 199? What's up, Jacob? Can you tell us about your first deer in real life? I've definitely told that story on stream before, so I'll kind of make a shortened version, but basically, my first year actually hunting, like, holding the gun. So my dad took me archery hunting a couple of times where, obviously, he was going to be the one to shoot. But I was 10 years old, just got home from school. My dad built us like a little tower stand in the field not too far from the house. He, for my entire life as far as I know, has always taken the first week of rifle season off work, so he was already home. He was already in the tower stand waiting for me. I literally ran there, which I'm sure, in fact, is the only time to this day that I ran to the... or did any significant running. I can imagine, like, maybe if you're going down a steep hill, getting to the place you go, you sort of run down the hill. That's just sort of a thing that happens, but, like, actively running several hundred yards to the place that I was going to hunt, and then, got in the tower. A couple of does came out. The season is back to this way now, but it used to be, for a little while, that you could only hunt bucks for the first 6 days. At this point, you can hunt does or bucks. Does came out, my dad was going to shoot him with my little 243. He tried to, but he's used to guns without a safety, so when he went to pull the trigger, it just did nothing. And then a buck stepped out. He actually shot at that because it was going to, like, go back. That, he missed it because he's using a youth gun and it was super short. That sort of stopped the buck, and then I got up, took a shot, hot shot him, just a small 5-point. But, that sort of got me hooked on hunting. I've always thought that was a big deal because my brother has gotten more into it in the last probably like 4 years, but I was always a lot more interested in him, and I think it was because I had that like early success. I think that helped me a lot in my interest in it. Dylan and I Watch YT, thank you guys for the super chats. Found them on random parquet, so when you said that, do you mean multiplayer? I assume so. And favorite wild game to eat, super chill stream, by the way, thank you, man. Favorite wild game. I am quite a fan of venison. Elk is fantastic. Do you want a specific or just the animal? Because elk burgers are 12 out of 12. Hydrate after the story, I got you. In case you need it, insider information. Nice, Xander. That's one that I just wouldn't expect to make it. Then again, why that is, it's got to be some sort of weird algorithm thing, but so many times that I feel like I know what elk this is. Did we spook him out of here? 9 to 13:30. We might have. Anyway. Yeah, something about, like, high and low ends of estimates. Animals score right there so often. So that elk is a quite big level 4. I think there are level 4 elk that make diamond, and I think he technically has the right rack. So it might have a chance, but I don't see any tracks there. And I can never get him. I can never catch him at the right time. It's good to finally have the feed zone. I wish he would have been there. Everybody's saying elk is good. It's like... So, when we process our venison, we always cut in... We don't do a percentage. I'm going to say it's... I don't know. It's hard to guess a percentage when you don't do it by weight. We just sort of go by whatever we have on hand. But we cut in, I'll say, a decent amount of beef fat, usually with the venison. That's sort of what you have out of elk, but it's natural and the taste is a little better to begin with. My biggest 4 rosies, 370. What's diamond for them? It's 380 something, right? 381, 382? Is a 509.4 scoring Rocky Mountain elk good? They don't get a whole lot bigger than that. I think 520 is maybe the max. People have gotten like 516. I can't say for certain I've seen bigger than that, but seems like around the number they'd sort of max out at. How many diamonds we looked earlier? 729 is the number. Bison tastes the best. Bison is really good. All the bunnies. Small bunnies. Very small bunnies. I know I saw 2. I was so sure I saw level 2 come up. We're going that way. If we can... Ooh, close. Guess that guy's getting away. That's fine. Small mail hours anyway. Snakehead, thank you for the super chat. What game meat would you like to try someday? I gotta think this through. What is one that I feel like I actually have a chance to? You know what? This might sound odd to some of you. I've never tried duck, actually, and I'd like to. Probably not the answer that I even expected to give, but I think that might be a good one. Are you asking me that, Kyla? I'm not sure. I'll wait. Do you like hunting with pistols? Because a lot of people don't hunt with pistols, so maybe you can do a series with them. It's always... We've been doing some, like, random challenge hunts, and it's always fun to just see what those kind of hunts, like, the challenges they present. Ooh, that's a potential diamond 2 back there. Spot, please. How far? 250 on the dot. This is a stupid idea, but... yeah. Hey, you got the right one and everything. Cool. Anyway. Never had duck either. I've seen it, like, on, you know, shows like MasterChef or whatever, and done right, it looks really good. I think it would be good to try. Oof. Rude of you to stop, sir. Excuse me. Ninja dodging all my shots? Quite rude of you. Okay. That's fine. Is for you, someone else asked before me and I was curious. I think Forever After All by Luke Combs, probably my favorite. Relatable, you know? Duck is super salty. It literally looks like it would have that texture. Not texture. The texture makes it look like it would be salty. Salty's not a texture. I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe crickets, we'll see. You should make duck jalapeno poppers. If it's salty, that would work quite well. That sounds insane, actually. Sniped by Kyla. What am I, a fallow deer? Probably. Where is Mr. Rabbit? It's been a long time since I've seen a level 2 diamond posted, but it is, in fact, possible. Oof. Close. Got a 6. Don't see 6 come up on the rabbits super often. We still going the right direction? Nope. This way. Not that salty? Tar sausages. Are animals like mountain goat and tar and somebody said chamois roast, I think, earlier? Like, I've never had anything that would be, at least what I assume, is like just incredibly lean muscle. Because for them to just live the way they do, I assume they pretty much have to be. This is an interesting thing we have going on here. We're hunting rabbits and ducks all over the place. I feel like it might have been the one stream we did, like when we kind of were trying to start the Great One grind up, but then we didn't. Somewhere down in here, we did have another whitetail zone, but I'm not seeing nothing. This is where we killed those of you that were around. It was like the day that Great Ones came out, where we killed the not so great one, aka the diamond jackrabbit that we happened to kill on a day where I said if we got anything, I would put it in the video. Wasn't meant to be a rabbit, but it happened. Snakehead, thank you for the super chat again. It would be cool to see a waterfowl hunt on Meat Hunters. Also get a choice between moose or elk. Which would you pick? I was going to ask if you meant to eat or hunt, but I think if it was like one time for either, I'd go elk. Yeah, a waterfowl hunt would be cool. I've got some of the like capability of doing that. Like, I've got a tactic aim and I've worked out a way to get it on my shotgun. But that's something that has to be, you'd struggle to self-film a waterfowl hunt, I think. I feel like you need a cameraman for that. Stream dragon, or is it just me? I feel it. Times in slow motion. More primal videos? Yeah, I definitely intend on doing a decent amount with that, Cody. So, for those of you that watched that video, you may remember at the very end, there was the guy that, he was trying to help. Like, I talked to him after he actually shot our uncommon trike, and, like, he was totally cool trying to help out. Like, I had said that I was new to the game and stuff, so he didn't know that I was recording, because I'm not trying to be that guy. I was like, hey, I'm recording this, just so you know. Anyway, he was telling me some of the stuff you can do, and, like, the way to get... I won't spoil what it is for those of you that are entirely unaware how the game works, or, like, what you can kind of find, but the way to kind of get that to happen. I knew of it, I didn't know how to actually do it. So I've got like an ultimate goal with Primal, and it's definitely going to be 5 or 6 videos, maybe more, to get that to happen. So yeah, I intend for that to be like a full-on series. 8 days, Kyla. 8 days. That's a piebald boyo, a small piebald though. For this, ooh, rabbits. For the sake of not having to wait for them to float in, I'll probably let those go. Number one. That's sad. Alright, I don't know how far they are, but, ooh, that was close. Dang it. Well, wouldn't have been super worth it for level 1s anyway. How many whitetail zones do you have? I have about 17, but one doesn't spawn any. Honestly, at this point, I have no clue. I know when I was doing the Great One grind, it was more than 16. Because I had 16 tents, and at several of them, I had multiple zones. Probably like 22 or 23. Ducks don't count, Jacob. That's probably like the longest running emote on this channel. Maybe hey, if that's still there, which I don't even say anymore. I'd love to keep playing Primal, but my save never stays. A lot of people have asked me to do a tutorial on that, and also a lot of people have asked like where to get the game. I'll probably try to combine those two into one video. Those of you that want to try to get the game now, explaining the save thing is too difficult, but you can't purchase it on Steam anymore. I don't know why. Like, they still have the servers. I don't see why not. But as far as I understand, what I've been told from other people is you can find Steam keys for the game on like third-party sites. So I guess that's an option for getting the game, but that's not what I did. I had it on Steam from before it was kind of discontinued. Sir Billiam the Tired, what's going on, man? I feel it. Tired is my current mental state. The best thing to watch after school? I appreciate you dropping by. When's the last time you checked that secret lake? The one on Layton? It's actually been a little while. I think we might have went up there last stream. If it wasn't then, though, it's been quite some time, because I just can't remember much beyond like last week. There's just been a lot going on. Almost messed up a diamond prong boy because of the starter scope. Yeah, starting out with that little 1:4. You don't realize how big a deal the zoom on the Hyperion or the Argus is until you don't have it. What's this game called? This is The Hunter Call of the Wild. I watched YT, thank you again. Jalapenos, salsa plus elk burger gives it a good spice. That sounds amazing. Hey, Rebecca. Do you think there should be another map with Whitetail? I would love another map with Whitetail. I would love if they did another one. It would be really cool as well, like, if they weren't a featured species in a way. I want to explain that because that's going to sound weird. Something like... Mountain goat's a bad example because they're too far in the other direction. Somewhere between how Whitetail are on Layton and how mountain goat are on Silver Ridge Peaks. Like, if there were like 10 or 12 locations where you find Whitetail and that's kind of it, you could grind for a great one so efficiently like that. That would be like the dream for a great one grinding. Because for mountain goat, you go between those like 6... Whoa, okay, thank you, binoculars. You go between those like 6 lakes, and that's kind of it. That's kind of the only spots you can go to grind for them, and it's quicker. You don't have to cover the entire map. I sort of have, Nicholas. It barely counted, but I mean, I was hunting in Texas. Didn't need a Canadian map? Technically, you could argue that Layton Lakes is in Canada. Are albino mouflon rare? They didn't used to be. They are now. There was a period of time where melanistic and albino mouflon were spawning just like crazy. Not anymore. Can you please show me all your zones? I mean, you can see them when I'm... That's as far out as I can zoom and still see them. They're just mostly near water, which people ask tips for this game. That's what I always say, hunt near water. They're... Like, most zones are near water. Now, of course, there are ones that aren't near water and you still want to hunt elsewhere too, but if you want to find the most amount of animals without having to just cover, like, literally every square inch of the map, hunting near water is where it's at. Can we cross here? This, by the way, is where we killed the piebald diamond whitetail. He was drinking in here. It was an odd thing. I think we shot a couple over there. We were going to claim him and he actually ran out past us. I wish I had saved more of that. Or no, I didn't save VODs back then. That's why. That's why I don't know what happened. Billy, that made me so sad, because that was like the widest whitetail I've ever seen. I really don't know why. Like, I couldn't see 15 inches of deduction. Was it just uneven tines? How'd that go, Beck? Good to see you, man. I just want an Oregon map so we can have mule deer, whitetail, blacktail, pronghorn, mountain goat, mountain lion, most of it all on one map, plus many more awesome animals. You could do a lot. You could do a lot with a map in that area. I'm curious, it's kind of probably a smart thing where they don't do a map that has like literally everything just yet, because I think that makes it more appealing down the line when there's more maps that have been released. And I'm curious why they don't sort of do more of that kind of thing. Maybe that's the reason. Rebecca, thank you for the super chat, by the way, sending all the positive vibes. Thanks for all that you do. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I've seen like 27, Billy. I shot a 5x6 or 5x7 one time, which was kind of rough. That piebald's kind of decent. I don't want to wait for it, though. So we won't. Oh, I didn't see any stickers on it. Why couldn't you tax it, though? Are you going to do something when you hit 300k? The plan is to do another 24-hour stream. Pretty much. For 100 and 200k we've done that, and I think that's just going to be the plan for future milestones of like that caliber. We'll just do like 24-hour streams on Twitch. It's quite a fun time doing those. It's obviously like a really long, exhausting undertaking. Hate when they do that. But yeah, we'll do another one, and the way things look, that'll be sometime probably this fall. At this rate. Mr. Bumblestead, I like your name, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really wish they would rework the dogs to be more useful than just used to follow blood trails. They should be able to remove the hitbox because it's constantly pushing me around, making it hard to line up a shot. Yeah, that's something I've like personally asked for that to be done. I mean, I didn't specifically say to remove the hitbox, but yeah, like something to be done about the dogs pushing you around. Why that wasn't kind of like considered, I don't know. But yeah, that's bad. If you're messing up shots, we had that happen. I don't think it was on a diamond, but on something cool on a stream, Rocky pushed us and messed up a shot. That's true, Scarecrow. That's true. Of course I did, Dre. Either a prairie or Zimbabwe map or Fiji? What is hunted there? I have no idea. These small black bear on our Layton. One of these days we're gonna have to do something about it. I'm just lazy, and I don't want to go claim them, so I let them go. But we've got like level 3 and level 4 males just roaming around. It's sad. Oh, I got you, Billy. I used to have some pretty bad issues with it. So back in the day, we used to do a thing when I just strictly did classic content, where like, I think it was once a month, or I don't know exactly how I sort of planned it out, but I would sort of host multiplayer servers, and after a couple hours, I would usually have to go and do something, and then I'd come back, and like my chats were like 15 minutes delayed, and I had the same thing. I'd claim animals that I couldn't tax, and it was rough. That too, Scarecrow, though, like, that's a tougher one to fix, because I'm sure they don't want you to be able to just aim at your dog and shoot through them either. Because I get that. That actually sort of makes sense. But, yeah, getting it when your dog's sort of underneath your scope, that's no good. Nothing too special, JB. We're just kind of covering ground and figuring out where some whitetail zones are down here in the south. In fact, we haven't found a single one, but we're kind of running out the time to reset back to 12:30. We're probably going to do that in a second, and then go do this chunk. I'm surprised there weren't any down there, but it's a good thing. It's a royal pain to hunt, so the less whitetail we have in that area, the better. I think we'll go back to 12:30 now. This weekend? What you mean, Billy? What you mean? Dog probs, real life and in-game. Alright. Across, and then this way. I need to place a waypoint, because we ran, like, earlier 600 meters the wrong direction. Still whitetail, JB. Or anything, really. I mean, we've shot a number of mallard and rabbits, which I like to do that. They're the kind of active species you see when you're after whitetail, and it makes it potentially more interesting. You might find a diamond or rare in the process of the grind. Top 3 favorite maps in order. Layton, Virhunga, Silver Ridge, I think. Without thinking about it too much, because I tend to do that. It is Vector. I just mean, like when you're in a game and you're like trying to shoot something and your dog's not even in your scope, but you get the invalid target. Like, it's definitely realistic, but I feel like that's one of those things where the fun game aspect, the you don't want your dog to negatively impact your hunt aspect, I just feel like that's something they should go for, or go away from realism, maybe, is the way to say that. Can you make a new whitetail guide? Honestly, if we're doing this, if we can discover more zones and stuff, I might as well. For a long time, my reason for doing it's been like, I'm not hunting them, I literally don't know where they are, and that would be really tough, but yeah, if we're going to be chasing them around anyway, I see no reason to not do another one. All these lame rabbits. I actually kind of expect to see a level 3 pop up one of these days soon, because we do kill a lot of them. Biggest deer you've ever shot in real life? It's actually the 9-point that I shot in 2019. It's on my YouTube channel here. That's big oof, JB. I've seen, actually a lot of people are getting level 2 diamond mallards lately. Like, I still haven't killed one of those. It'd be cool. Yeah, that kind of stuff happens, Hunter Man. I'm sure seeing it would be insane. Or potentially hilarious, depending on the outcome. More bunnies. Have we seen these ones? Do we spot across and figure out what these are? I actually do not know. Hi. It's better than the other ones. Rocky pushes us around and Bear's running quick, so he'll get away. My dog tracking level is stuck at 15 to 100%. That's where it should be. Advice for how to grind for diamonds with respawns in mind? I've done like a kind of setup guide for grinding. I do it for red deer, but I try to make it super generalized to be able to use for any species. Basically, almost any species for grinding, I would be doing their drink zones. And the process is kind of like, find all the drink zones. And the best way to do that is just make it their drink time and literally go everywhere there's water. Because that's not what I want to do. If you don't know like every single drink zone, you just got to check literally everywhere. Because you might have a diamond waiting there, or you might have the great one waiting there if you're doing whitetail. You can't know without actually checking everywhere. Once you find that, set up tents near all your zones, and just, if you have the money for tripods, set up those as well to avoid clearing hunting pressure. But once you've done that, shoot every male you see till you get the result you want. 255.9 or something, William. I bet, Hunter Man. You meant literally the window. I thought you meant like a window seal. Misunderstood. This used to be such a like fantastic rabbit spot, and it probably still is. I just don't come over here anymore. I wonder. So, more so on the newer map, or the older maps rather. I don't see it as much on the newer maps, but pretty much any of those blinds or towers, stuff would feed near them, like they were purposely placed. I wonder if that's still like the case for whitetail and stuff. I know for a fact that I've never harvested a diamond, but I just checked and it says 3. There was, I don't know how long that was a thing, 2 weeks? A couple of weeks there, where if you harvested a gold, it would end up in your diamond counter. So that's why if we go into our codex, it says that we have 1,029 diamonds. The number should be 729. So we were doing a lot of grinding for red fox and fallow deer and sika deer and stuff in that time period. So we shot 300 golds. Luckily, I got it to the point that it's exactly 300 above what it should be. So it's easy for me to be like, okay, it says 1029, but the number is 729. And I did that on purpose to, like, we found out what day the update was going to be, and we grinded to get to that point. And, yeah, it's a little annoying that the counts are off, but especially, like, in your case, you know you don't have any. At least you can write them down and keep track of them going forward, or just subtract 3. It's easy to remember. How do you get your game so clean? What do you mean by that? What's up, T-Ross? Nothing super special. We shot a bunch of nice gold whitetail, but no diamonds. No, Billy, it's still a thing. Holy rabbits. I found the good spot. And they're all pathetic. Are you telling me there's not even like a big 2 here? Lame. How? How are there that many? And they're all just small. They are mostly females, which kind of makes sense, but there was one decent too. Swear, those gray ones, when they start doing that weird running on the front legs thing, they look albino, and I don't appreciate it. I get little small heart attacks. The window was laying just on top of the opening. I see. I got you. What's up, Spencer? You haven't missed too much. Just some, you know, normal-sized whitetail, normal-sized rabbits. Nothing huge or rare. This is why I need to carry a shotgun? Can I get an RPG or something? It'd be quicker. Quicker and more efficient. That's a gold at least. And a small boy. They're all small males and females. I need to make that FE emote yet. I always get distracted with other ones. Pronghorn drink time? 8 to 10 a.m. over there on Silver Ridge Peaks. The nice thing is, even if we're not finding whitetail drink zones, we're getting all kinds of rabbit zones and respawns. Nice, Nicholas. There's a multi-mount for jackrabbits that I think requires 2 females. So if you could get 2 albinos and 2 diamonds or something like that, could be a good deal. There you go, Jacob. Especially with whatever that is, where rabbits flee like stupid slow. Could just wipe them all out before they know what's going on. I heard a duck. Oh, more rabbits. Ducks over there. Sounds... No, there is. I hear more than one duck. There we go. Okay. Very small male. We're going to ignore that and see what's over here. Maybe that's what these ones are? I don't know. Holy rabbit should be a bit sound alert. Probably for Vector would just fit the theme. What are these small rabbits? It's making me sad. All these level 1s. Have you gotten a albino female lion? One time, I don't know what we were doing. We were running through somewhere on South Virunga and one randomly ran by in single player and we got one. Like, the dead one, I'm pretty sure, pushed that one around and made us miss. What is wrong with you, sir? A lot of things now since you're dead, but before that. They should have had a 50 BMG. Maybe as like a one-day April Fool's thing, that might be kind of fun. Make it ethical only for like cinnamon teal, the smallest species, or European rabbits maybe. Making your bit alert, Vector, just me saying holy rabbits. Yep, Billy, there's that, and the fact that the stream did die for a couple of seconds earlier on, and I've explained it before, but basically Streamlabs will record while you're offline, and then it plays that back and delays everything, which I hate. I wish they'd just get rid of it, but and I think you can turn it off, and I just am lazy. But, yeah, we're extra delayed today. Missions? Was that what it was? Yeah, you're right. It was. Speaking of missions, what were we doing? The Yukon missions on that Twitch stream, and it went stupidly well. Like, the dumbest way, no sights. We messed up the mission and ended up with a huge diamond grizzly, and we had the albino caribou. We need to do more missions. For some reason, things go well. Can you do a lever-only hunt? You know what? Because of the 10 gauge, you could do that and have an ethical weapon for all species. Yeah, because 10 gauge birdshot covers class 1. 30 covers class 2 and 3 anyway. And then 4570 covers 4 to 9. We may do that. I don't know if I feel like I almost did something like that once, but I'm not sure if I've considered the fact that you could, just with those 3 weapons, cover every animal. Is that a bird? It's not a white rabbit. Alright, well, as much as that was probably boring as far as the whitetail hunting goes, very good to know that we don't have whitetail zones along here, because it is a pain to hunt, so that is a good thing. I do want to get over here and get this zone figured out. We have almost all that pressure cleared. I think here we might have 2 zones we can maybe check whitetail for. Lazy is my life motto. I feel it. I don't know, JB. The thing about it is, there's certain areas, like, ooh, hi. I always try to shoot coyotes, because I like coyotes. It would be cool to get another diamond or rare, so taking that out real quick. But, yeah, there's areas that you sort of have to check from both sides. That's a big level 2. Tough angle, but feels doable. There we go. Okay, somewhere back this way there should be a herd of whitetail. I don't know exactly where, but we saw them last time. Really wish I paid more attention to where they were. We didn't spawn at the tent, we ran it. Oh. They're probably just not spawned in. But anyway, yeah, if you've checked most of it, the number of zones you said you have there, you probably have checked most of Layton. What I would do at that point is just every now and then have a run through and go different directions. Like, for instance, if you do your whitetail runs and you usually come up like through Renaki this way, spawn over here in Balmont and come down that direction. That's kind of the way that I would do it. I'm seeing whitetail hiding. I was about to say no whitetail, but they're just hidden. I feel like I had a weird loadout, and I probably don't have the grunt call. Oh, no, I do. Let's see if we can call him out of there then. That might help us. Clutch time. Maybe caving. Still got 20 minutes. What's up, Joe? Doing pretty well. We're just out here smoking whitetail, finding new zones and such. Don't let me forget, by the way, to go and claim that coyote. I probably will. Ooh, wind is bad. Let's pay attention to that. Weirdo. Shaking. Shot a diamond coyote today. So happy about that. They're cool, man. I like them. They're a cool species. Congrats on that. Whitetail drink time, 12 to 1500. We're probably not going to kill more than 3, so if we can get 3 bucks lined up, probably just about like that, I'm happy to go for it. Maybe 4? They were very cooperative. That follow-up would have been nice, but I think we're good. Tripod's doing what they do. We may end up out of render of that coyote, I'm not too sure. We'll take the whitetail respawns over level 5 coyote, but would have been nice to make that second shot on the 4th one, because it really would have... What are you doing? It really would have diminished the tracking distance. Yeah, JB, there's some that are in some pretty terrible spots, that's for sure. Nobody talking about that dog. He's just here doing his thing. You know, I don't think I've ever shot a troll. I have not seen this. Anyway, a troll coyote? What deer was that? And why was he doing that? Oh! Okay, that was the second one we shot. We just happened to shoot between his lungs and above his heart. And I guess that was right where we hit him. Maybe there's something bugged in this area where they stand still. Would have been nice if we had a buck doing what this doe's doing. Let's run around and check real quick. Because I could use more whitetail images for thumbnails. Can you not, Rocky? Thank you. Don't see any bucks though. Let's get him to track the one that we still gotta go find. Oh my Lanta, I wish I was on PC so I could shoot like that. That ability to just quickly zip around with the scope and just, like, quickly and precisely, that's what it is. Rip to that deer. Poor thing. I didn't even know. Wait. We did hit it twice? No wonder it went down so fast, but cool. Fast travel back to go and get our coyote. He just gave up. He was trying real hard. I just didn't know what was wrong with him, so I didn't. We could have saved. It was only a silver, but we could have saved the metal had I realized that it was going to die. Mine are definitely red fox, but for the same reason, Aaron. They're not really my least favorite animal. I don't like the ibex, but red fox are so tough to hunt. I have had many a strug with the red fox. Are piebald red deer that rare? They're pretty rare, especially stags. They travel in herds of like 30, and it's like 27 hinds to 3 stags, if that, maybe 28-2, 29-1. So if you get a rare stag, you're doing quite well. I was in Georgia still on Saturday, Levi. I went out this morning, and just... I was in a monsoon, basically. Couldn't hear nothing. I never did hear a gobble, actually, this morning. Hey, TTV. I lost a 9 legendary red deer yesterday, but it was Smorak, so it could have been a troll. At least, if there's a silver lining there, the Smorak level 9 red deer don't look that good, so... I guess better to lose that than the big rack. That's resting from probably the same whitetail that we just shot. Okay, we got pretty much all that pressure cleared, so let's go across here. I want to stay on the far side of the river, like the side that we're spawning on, and I usually do cross immediately, so we just gotta stay over here, not forget for 2 seconds, and we should be fine. I'm pretty sure their drink zone, it's not far up here. We spooked them really early on in that run last time, and this is, for those of you that missed last week's stream, this is where we shot the 250-something level 2 and the diamond. There they are right there. A lot of bucks still. So really, our tent's fine. We just need a tripod. And we're not doing tripods today because I think I have the limit set up on Layton Lakes, so I have to go and take some down. But not too bad, found them quick. We can get these guys and go. 290 kg, by the way, Giancarlo. Jealous of that, Jacob. I've got the one big male piebald level 8, but would like more of them. If we're good at this, because we did kill a bunch of bucks last time, we can actually wipe this herd out from bucks. There's just the 3. We did well last time. See if we can do it again. Don't mind me just going back and forth. That was just sort of what the scope did on its own. Cool. We'll see where we're going next. It is indeed, Billy. Can be such drugs. Crazy how the great one was almost a year ago. Yeah, it was in June, so it was June 10th. It's like the only date I remember on any trophy. But it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. It's insane. Time flies. I see you, Kyla. Bragging about your mod powers. Do you have any hunting horror stories? See, it depends on how you mean that. Because you could mean the type of story where, like, I almost fell out of my climbing stand one time, and I would have been falling out backwards and upside down, so I probably would have at least been severely injured. Or you could mean something that's just, like, super scary, like the, I mean, it wasn't that scary, but I had I think a bobcat sort of claim a gut pile from a deer that my dad had shot a couple of days prior, and we were walking in there, and it, like, screaming at me was kind of terrifying. I wonder if... This almost got to be a whitetail buck that I didn't see from this same herd. That's pretty far, Caleb. I mean, I've shot them further, so I'm sure that could have worked, but 42 yards is definitely out there a little bit. Let me be gray, then I want to retire anyways. Yeah, but then you'd be here and not be able to do anything about all the infractions. Favorite hunting moment in real life? Is one that I didn't even end up, like, shooting the deer, but I had, like, a back and forth with a pretty decent... I think he was still an 8-point. He had a couple of times busted, but he was just in this perfect spot where I couldn't get a shot at him, and I was trying to call him out of there. There was another small spike in the area, and it was just kind of like this back and forth with grunts and roars and snort wheezes. It just, like, calling back and forth with a mature buck and him not, you know, spooking was really cool. This is not a mature buck, but it's a dead buck, which is the important part. I did Celeste. I was big jealous of that. All does now. Hopefully. Should be good. A Nordic map? I think that could be interesting. I found a new whitetail zone completely by accident earlier today. There's one straight across the water here. We'll see if they've maybe respawned. Is streaming this game high demand on Wi-Fi? Not Wi-Fi, but it's high demand on your hardware. It's a very graphically intense game, and I don't even know how we just got in that tripod, but that's fine. Yeah, it takes a lot of GPU and CPU power. That's not... Is that the same... No, there should be another herd of them down here, unless they moved. Interesting. Oh, no. There are two. Pretty darn good tripod placement. This isn't here for whitetail, this was placed here for elk, but works just as well. Okay, that's gonna get all three of them down quick. This is one of those spots, and I happen to know where the crossing is here, so it's okay. This is one of those spots you actually have to pay attention to how far away you're gonna go from the animal to cross. The cross is kind of right in front of us, and I think there's only those two bucks. I wouldn't be the least bit shocked to see more run out of there. But... oh, I didn't think that one was gonna flee. Should have been quicker. Pick a direction, dude. Well, that was rude. Just stopping and chilling there, we could have smoked him. Might have lost out on that one. Not quite sure. Wait. That's him back in there, but anyway. You can go right across here, so we don't end up leaving render of those ones at least. And we shouldn't have the other we shot. I accidentally got in a tripod and I accidentally ran inside a tent. What is happening? Anyway, yeah, it sucks that we missed out on that one, because we could have, like, all fresh respawns here, minus that one buck, but he stopped at an inopportune time. Just stands there. He stood there a long time, too. He's just mocking us. Good effort, Ches says. Why, thank you. I appreciate it. Gotta be quicker, Jacob. I really did think he would just stand there, but I'm not sure. He fled real quick. I'm not sure that we'd have been okay even trying to make the shot quickly. Got a black-brown springbuck. Nice. Have you ever seen a 7 legal buck? What do you mean? I don't quite know what you mean. Honestly, Karen, thanks for becoming a channel member. Really appreciate you. If you're not in Discord already, make sure you join that and link up your YouTube to get the member role over there. Take advantage of the good stuff that comes along with that, and enjoy the green name and emojis here in chat. Chill Kyler is the better Kyler, not gonna lie? How dare you judge? Oof. JB. Oof. Did I miss anything? Just got here. Just a bunch of whitetail. Nothing special, nothing huge, but we have done quite well, I must say, for 2 hours. This was minus the time spent running through the south looking for whitetail zones and not finding any. This is near the rate that we were killing them during the Great One grind, which is quite good. First time was a big blacktail. That's a cool first. This dude was getting ready to run. Barely got that gold. Okay, one right there. He's not going to be too far away. Just found a 5 Grados. Nice. I like those. Grados ibex are a cool species. They have interesting horns. I had a 20 gauge with Longbeard XR ammo. I'm not sure. I must have missed the first half of that, but 20 gauge are, or 20 gauges are cool. I like them. Stomach shot that. It's such an ugly. That one kind of bends around, but not a fan of that straight frame thing going on. Depending on what direction this buck ran, he may have gotten the invisible glitch. We'll see. Wait, I missed what he said. Oh, Kayla? Yes. Definitely. How many... That's a big word. Great one do you have? Just one. Just one. Oh, nice, Zoo King. The piebalds for roe deer, both male and female, look really cool. Are there any species that the piebalds are different from males and females? In Classic, they are. I don't think they are in Call of the Wild. I think they're the same. Don't mind me. Can you show me your dog traits? I can throw them up on screen here for just a second. And run into a tree. Will you make another video of Hunting Sim 2? I think probably after Primal. We're actually going to go to Hunting Sim 2. It's most likely to be like 2 videos. I like it, but I can't play it long term. It's just, it doesn't quite have that replayability value that some of the other games have. Did I see, I can't tell because we're coming up over a hill. I thought I saw something move, and it was, if I did, it was probably that other buck. Really wish we would have got that one. Okay, moment of truth as far as what direction that other buck ran. This says it's a herd of 5. Oh, he dropped. I only saw the 2 bucks, though. Huh. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't have been fresh respawns anyway, but that went pretty well. Let's see. We'll go here to Sheila and check real quick. Clutch time, it is time. This is a spot that we've killed a piebald whitetail in the past. It was a level 1, but maybe we can snag something here real quick. I think there are zones on both sides, if I'm not mistaken, so what we have to do is try to find the ones on the far side first, and then run over to the far side, and the near side one should spawn. It's like back in there. I don't remember. It might even just be does. Oh. Okay. That's not where they were before. I like that. That's better. Oh, said spot. Did I... Oh, yeah. Decent 2. Those are all bucks. No, there's a doe in there. Okay, so we gotta be kind of selective. Where's the tripod at this lake? It's too far over there. Alright. We shall then try to... I think there might be 4 bucks there. We can only get 3 without deleting stuff. Yeah, there's definitely 4. Let's get the back one. I'll explain why in a second. Back one. One of the front ones. Another front one. Okay. The reason I did that is because if we'd have started with the very front one, when they don't drop, they're in the way for the one immediately behind it, and that could have delayed our shots. But by shooting the one in the very back first, that meant I only had to get one out of the way to get the third shot in. That was my only point. What are you talking about, Billy? I have no idea. Wait, what lake is this again? This is the little one in Chile. It's like the far right one. Whitetail didn't really used to drink here much, but we killed a bunch right over in there, and I'm wondering, yeah, they're gonna spawn in again, or at least the doe is. A couple of does, bunch of does, and a buck. Let's keep on backing up then, just in case there's more. Looks like that's it. But yeah, like I was saying, you didn't really get whitetail over here in the past. Now it's a hotspot, it seems. Flinito, oh dear. Okay, that was weird. Didn't have the confirm trophy prompt on that. Do you use the grunt call at all? We used it earlier, pretty much just to get a herd of deer like out of a spot where we couldn't see. I don't use it much, but that's one thing that I use it reasonably often for with like whitetail hunting and grinding for anything, is just kind of pulling a herd out of brush and making sure that I don't miss anything. Because that can definitely happen where you kind of see them in the brush, you think you see all the bucks, and then there's a big male or a rare one or something hiding in the back. That's whitetail there too. We have 3 whitetail zones. I don't know if there's any bucks in there, but I can 100% see a whitetail's head. There's several. I think there is a buck too. Where can we get where we can see that? The tripod might help us. That might be why this is here, I don't know. Probably so, Billy. That sounds like something that would happen. Yeah, there's 1 buck in there. I think there's 2. There are 2. There might be 3. And that one's decent. Alright, I don't think the tripod's gonna be the place to shoot them from, but we'll get somewhere we can see better. You don't have any zone to this lake. See, every map's so different, though. That's the best thing about the game. It's good that, like, not everybody has the same exact zones to grind. But it's interesting when, you know, I've got... How many total bucks here? We just shot 3. There was a 4th one that we didn't kill. A 5th one over here, and there's at least 3 over there. Like, 8 bucks all in one zone. You don't have any here. It's just... different spawns, I guess. What's up, Busting Outdoors? Thank you, man. I'll definitely do my best. This game destroys bitrate. I mean, it can. Depends on the hardware. For crying out loud, slow mode. All these strugs. Alright, we may even go ahead and use the grunt call. Right back in there. If we can get a spot where we can see to get clear shots, I'd prefer to not have to call them out of there, but maybe here. Yeah, that's the 2 good ones. There's a smaller one in there too. Maybe we can hit him on the run. These 2 we should be fine. And then we'll see just sort of what we get. Lift your head, sir. Oh. Some of them are running quick today. That did not go to plan. There's the other one. We're kind of not loaded, though. We may get one little opportunity right up in here. Yeah, we should. Okay. I'm not going to pretend that was on purpose. I have 1 zone of that lake, and it's hidden on the right side. Yeah, that's... Most lakes on Layton aren't like this, where there's trees like almost right up against the shore. That's the one difficult one with this, or the one difficult thing about this spot, but works well enough. Which lake do you mean, Kyla? Seek a Deer Lake. Oh. I think I do. One of the ones in the southwest. What's up, Johnny? Officially home alone? Oh dear. Get your paint cans and traps ready. Do you also enjoy fishing? I do. Plan on going here in about a week and a half. Okay, 214 for that guy. I'm not super confident the second one that we hit is going to die in render, but we'll see. Nice shot. Thank you, Joe. Like I said, not even going to pretend that that wasn't a lot of luck. How far in advance do they usually announce new maps before release? A couple of weeks usually, something like that. Just that perfect double lung liver shot. And then this guy, he probably is going to die in render. It's medium bleed rate. Can't imagine why he wouldn't. So we killed, I'm going to say, between 30 and 40 whitetail bucks today. And some whitetail does to try to move them out and get some respawns. Well, we are officially past 5 p.m. What do you fish? Mostly trout. Not too bad, of course. Max weight estimate track. Where are you at, sir? I'll find you. I wonder where... There's two ways this could be. It could be that he was hidden in there and we just couldn't see him. Or it could have been that he was in the other zone. This is his track just getting to that zone. And he might be farther away. There's a good opening right down here. I don't think this is going to take long at all. But hopefully we can see him, and if he's anything but a level 3, we can just hit him and get that one extra respawn, hopefully. Next track. Is he still going this way? I don't know. There's some deer, but they're not the deer. I mean, if he's not down here, that's not a big deal either, but would have been good to get him taken out if we could. Unless he's over this direction. Yeah, I'm going to guess he was at that other zone then, and we just didn't see him. In that case, he's probably not huge, and we'll probably just worry about it next time we come here, because we have hunting pressure all around that lake. Well, we did delete the zone on this side, so I don't know what they'll do. That was a bit of a mistake. Anyway, we are going to get wrapped up here. Despite the, whatever that was, internet issues or whatever, still a pretty good solid whitetail hunt. We got a bunch of mallards, bunch of jackrabbits, hopefully good respawns, and I think we'll keep doing this. It's been fun to get back on the whitetail grind and maybe working towards getting a great 2, as was said earlier. But yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much for all the support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye!